In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use DigitalOcean load balancers. By the end, you'll know exactly where to find the feature, how to configure it confidently, and what each option means so you can launch with best practices in mind. Start in your DigitalOcean control panel. From the main menu on the left, open the section labeled Manage, then head into Networking. In networking, choose load balancers to view any existing balancers and to create a new one. This is the central place where you'll distribute incoming traffic across application servers for reliability and performance. Click the option to create a new load balancer. You'll be prompted to choose between a regional or a global load balancer. Global is designed to route users to the closest region for better latency and cross-region resilience. Regional operates within a single data center region and is often the simplest place to start. Feel free to peek at Global to see the differences, but for this walkthrough, we'll proceed with a regional choice to keep the configuration focused and straightforward. Next, pick the data center region where the load balancer will live. Choose the same region as your application droplets to avoid cross-region latency. If most of your users are in a specific geography, select the closest region to them for the best response times. You'll then see a VPC network option. VPC keeps your resources isolated on a private network. If you already use a custom VPC for your app, select it here so the load balancer and droplets can communicate privately. If not, the default VPC works fine, and you can always refine networking later as your architecture grows. For traffic management type, select the mode that fits your app. Typical web applications use HTTP or HTTPS, which enables features like host and path routing. If you're running raw TCP or UDP services, choose the corresponding protocol so traffic is balanced correctly. The goal is to match the protocol to how your app expects to receive connections. Network visibility determines whether your load balancer is reachable from the public internet or only within your VPC. Public visibility is standard for websites and APIs. Private visibility is handy for internal services, admin backends, or microservices that should not be exposed externally. Set the scaling configuration to define capacity and performance. Start with a balanced size if you're unsure, and plan to revisit this once real traffic arrives. Many teams begin small and scale up after monitoring CPU, memory, and connection counts. Right sizing keeps costs predictable while ensuring your app stays responsive. Now, connect your droplets. You can pick individual droplets or, for easier maintenance, attach by tag so any new droplet with that tag is automatically added behind the load balancer. Ensure each droplet runs the same version of your app to prevent inconsistent behavior during routing. Define your forwarding rules. These map incoming ports and protocols to your droplets. For web apps, that commonly means forwarding port 80 for HTTP and port 44 HTTPS. If you enable HTTPS, select or upload a TLS certificate so the load balancer can terminate SSL and pass traffic to your droplets securely. Clear, minimal rules keep routing predictable. Review additional networking options. Health checks let the load balancer send periodic probes to each droplet and automatically stop sending traffic to any that fail. Sticky sessions, if applicable, keep a client pinned to the same droplet, which can be useful for stateful sessions. Enable features that align with your app's needs and disable anything you don't require to reduce complexity. Open advanced settings for fine-tuning. Here you can adjust timeouts, connection handling, and other low-level behaviors to suit long-lived connections or chatty APIs. Most apps do well with defaults, but it's good to know where these controls live as you optimize. Finally, review everything on the summary screen. Confirm the region, VPC, protocol choices, rules, and targets. When you're happy, create the load balancer. Provisioning takes a few minutes. Once active, monitor its health checks and metrics, and plan to load tests before big launches. That's it. Your DigitalOcean load balancer is ready to reliably distribute traffic to your app.